What was your proudest moment?
Well, I think my proudest moment was when I got married.
Really?
Um,
Very nice.
I think my proudest moment in my life that I can think of was when I got married. I remember it so well. I remember the church that we got married in. In fact, my wife still or not, my aunt still goes there. Um, it was
What year was it?
1977, July the 15th, when I got married.
What was your wife's name?
Judy, and her picture's up there on it. We were married for almost 28 years when she died. But my proudest moment was when I got married. And I think one of my other proudest moments is when I was up in Fort Wayne with my wife after we had just got married, and I went up to Fort Wayne. I wanted to introduce her to some friends of mine up there, and my wife and I had stopped at a restaurant in Fort Wayne. We were on our way back to Marion, and a gentleman walked in the restaurant. He saw me. He knew me. He asked me what I was doing, and I said, "Well, I just got married about a week or two ago." He said, "Are you working in Marion?" I said, "No, I was, but I'm not now. The place I was working at is closed up." He said, "Would you consider moving to Fort Wayne?" He said, "I know I can help get you a job." I said, "Well, I don't know, I would, but let me talk to my newlywed wife." And she come up, she says, "Well, Frank, we moved to Fort Wayne. It's not that far from Marion if we want to come back and visit family." So that was the answer right there.
What was that job?
I was working at a photo lab in Fort Wayne. I was film splicing. I ran a film splicing machine. And at that time, the 110 film was the most popular film in the country. So I was doing the biggest bulk of the whole work for the whole plant. I was running a film splicing machine. I was splicing 110 film onto a reel, and then I was placing it in a bag and putting a rubber band on it, and it was in a bag where the light couldn't shine through, and I was taking out for further processing, because I was in the processing department.
Did you like working there?
Oh yeah.
What happened?
Well,
Or why are you not there anymore?
I'm not there anymore because they don't exist anymore.
Oh, yeah, I guess I knew that.
And I quit before because I was a musician, and I found I could make more money playing music 3 nights a week than I could working there 5 nights a week, 5 days a week.
You say musician, I heard your voice. What, did you play an instrument?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I was a drummer.
What?
Yes, I was a drummer.
Did you have long hair?
No. I had longer hair then than I do now. I just got a haircut a few days ago. I was a drummer in a recording studio band for a while, and then the band, we were together, and we went and backed musicians, stars that would come into the area and needed a good band to back them up. We were the band that was chosen. We'd work with them. We'd go and put on a show. I performed in Nashville. I've been to Nashville several times. I got pictures, my wife has, I got pictures somewhere of me performing with the Bellamy Brothers, also of me singing in Nashville.
Wow.
I've been on stage with some great musicians, and I thank God for the talent that He's given me. I never longed for a gig as a drummer because I could sing and play at the same time.
Do you still play the drums?
I do when I get a chance.
Do you have a drum set here?
No.
Oh.
No.
If I were to take you somewhere where there were drums, could you do
Oh,
it?
I can lay it down. You bet.
can lay it down?
Oh yeah, you bet.
You know, I like that idea. I might have to find some drums.